Good afternoon, traders. This is the weekly Tesla update video, and I'm going to be doing technical analysis and a couple of support and resistance I'm looking at and keeping it easy for you guys. So, right now I am looking at this teal looking line. So, this would be the resistance, and this down here would be the support. So, you can see we have a one touch here, and two touch here, and three touch here. So, that is a valid resistance line, and support would be one touch here, twice, and three times. We have bounced off of it on Friday. If we do bounce off of it again on Monday, then it's also a pretty valid support as well. And usually, diagonal lines are more of a visual guide. Um, I like support resistance when it's a horizontal line. So right now, we are in a no trend. So that means this was uptrend, or daily uptrend, and now we broke below this pivot low. So once we broke below that pivot low, we are now in a neutral trend. And if the bears want to see more follow through, we need a trend change back to the bears where we bounce a little bit and then we break this low. That would be notable for me. That would be a win for the bears. That means it would confirm a daily downtrend. Plus, we broke this resist support line. So that's what I'm looking at if I'm a bear. But if I'm a bull, I would want to see us bounce back above 186 and a half. See all this cluster of support and resistance? See this area once, twice, three times, four times. And when we were below it, we couldn't get over it. You can see we tried to test it over one, two, three times. Then we finally popped above it. So 186.5, that area is quite key for the battle zone for bulls and bears. We did get to it on Friday and we couldn't close above it. And so that is acting as a resistance now again. So we'll see if the bulls can break above here and get back its daily uptrend. For me, I would say if I have to predict, it would probably chop within this range. So right now it's looking more like an equilibrium, meaning we have a huge move up and a big move down, and now we're just going to tighten up, which is an equilibrium, into very likely earnings. So before earnings comes, likely the volatility will subside until we get the earnings, and they'll dictate which side we break from here. Once we break either side, we'll get something like this kind of move due to how long we have been consolidating and tightening up. So once it breaks, we will see sideways breaks, and we can play off of that. Also, the bank's earnings is going to be next week, so we get that on Friday, I think. And so, if we're getting really bad earnings throughout the sectors, other sectors, and even going into Tesla's earnings, then there's a potential that we get a bounce and then head lower. So we'll have to see how earnings comes by because other sectors are going to affect the sentiment of Tesla as well. If like financial sector is falling apart, we get banks earning and it's not looking good. Tech stocks are likely going to get dragged down as well, which will also affect Tesla because Tesla is part of QQQ. And as of now, I did a market update video QQQ on Friday. So if you guys want to check that out for broader market outlook, and you can go check that out and get a better understanding where QQ is standing because the QQQ drops, Tesla is going to drop as well with it due to how. Let's take a look at the relative strength and relative weakness for Tesla against QQQ at the moment. Let's see here. Yeah, Tesla has been relatively weaker than QQQ as of the last 4 days. Actually, this one was stronger. You can see the green candle. So Tesla divided QQQ means how much is moving, how much Tesla is moving relative to QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, which is the tech sector. So if you look at this red candle, it means Tesla is moving a lot less than QQQ is moving in the last 4 days. So QQQ is outperforming NASDAQ in that sense. But over here, you remember that huge move that we have up? You can see that Tesla was outperforming QQQ at that time. So there's always a outperforming phase and an underperforming phase, depending on, see, when we had this drop. QQQ was holding up while Tesla was just dropping for a couple months there. And as of now, we are relative weaker, and so we'll see how it shapes up in the coming weeks. We want to hold this support as of the relative strength chart. And we don't want to come from a daily downtrend from there, because if we break below here, this level from the daily chart, it'll come from a daily downtrend. Now we will see how QQQ shapes up next week. QQQ literally closed right on resistance on Friday, and yeah, go check out that video that I made on Friday. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week, and I'll update you guys every day. Have a great weekend.